y'all, it's some more stuff going on out here in these YouTube streets, and I have been missing it all. I will get into it later on, probably, why I've been missing stuff. But Gio is back in the news because he is crying over his relationship with T.S. Madison. I don't know why he up here weeping and crying over T.S. Madison, but let's have this conversation because I can remember when we had a conversation about maybe back in March, and he had all this stuff to say. I don't think I ever played it publicly to the public, but I played it for my Patreon audience, and I want you all to hear what he had to say because I can't really get through his video. He's extremely boring. To me, he cried too much. And if he have something to say, why didn't you say it in the beginning of this year? Why wait now? So I got a couple of theories that I'm going to talk about in this video, but I do want to play this 20-something minute clip of me and Gio conversation, and this is what he had to say. I'm going to play it, the audio of this. Where we at? Right here. Come on in the room.
And other sources have said the same thing. He just went live to his 3,000 people that's watching and said it. He said that you said some negative things about Tasha K. And negative things about T.S. Madison to Tasha K. And once Tasha K got off the phone with you, she went and called my witness.
Okay. She was on the phone with me and called on mine.
You see what I'm saying? So y'all was on the three-way? That's what I'm just trying to understand you.
No, but why are you trying to understand she got off the phone with me and called that man because she and that man had a problem? Ain't that shit to do with me?
But he said that.
Now, this was back in the time where T.S. Madison went on Tasha K's show. T.S. Madison went on Tasha K's show, and people have told me that Tasha K called the Mob Wiggins while she was on the phone with Gio to drag T.S. Madison, okay? And Gio was on that phone. Now, another person even told me that she went to Amaya and said, listen, you need to drag T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison pretty ain't nothing because she was trying to get up in the good graces with Gio because Gio called her. And so this was the conversation that we had, and we're going to play it. And I want you all to listen to it in its entirety. Then I'm going to bring it all the way up to today of what Gio is talking about today. So here we go.
But why about you? That's what he's saying. That's what she's saying. That's what everybody's saying. But everybody's doing. He said, she said. This one's saying that. That one's saying. Good for y'all. What do you want? What does that have to do with me?
I'm just saying it's just a yes or no answer. Did you talk negatively about T.S. Madison to Tasha K?
But that's you trying to have an interview and a statement, nigga. I didn't call you, and you don't get the right to text me and message me about shit that you supposedly heard. I don't watch none of y'all online. I don't watch none of y'all on YouTube. I don't watch not near one of y'all. I don't say shit to not near one of y'all. The boy Conscious called me because Conscious and I have had a relationship for over 2 years. And he spoke to Madison.
Have y'all ever met? Because when you say relationship, have y'all ever met though? Because I've known you longer. I mean, come on.
Wiley, you ain't never. Wait a minute. So you know me now?
I've known you longer, Gio. Be on social media. You came on my show before. Like, let's not act brand new like you don't know nothing about me. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real, Gio. Like, come on now. Bro, when
I'm on now, what, Wiley? We don't have no continuing relationship. You have asked me several times, and I done already said to you, no.
But
I got on your show one time because Madison and I had already talked about it, and that's when I was representing her. One time, I haven't been back on your shit. We haven't continued a relationship. We not peoples like that. We haven't talked about other things besides when you want an exclusive or some sort of shit about somebody. That's the only time we talk. So no, I don't have a continued relationship with him. With you, excuse me. I've talked to Conscious about other things besides like life shit, like what's going on with him and things of that nature. So he is actually a friend of mine. So he asked Madison. It wasn't like I did an interview and she didn't know. It wasn't like she wasn't aware of it coming out. It was none of that stuff. But nobody, I don't sit online with none of y'all and watch none of your shit. That lady sends me y'all shit, and I be like, girl, I don't want to watch this.
What lady? What lady says you?
Madison used to send me y'all stuff, like y'all YouTube people saying stuff and doing stuff.
So this is Gio on the line, and we were having this conversation, and I said, let me keep this recording because this ain't gonna be the last time you hear from Mr. Gio. This ain't gonna be the last time you hear from him. He's gonna be talking again, And I kept this recording because I knew the day would come that he was going to say some crap about Maddie. I just knew the day was going to come, but I do got a couple of some theories that I'm going to be discussing. So get the wax out your ear and hear this video. This is me and Gio having a conversation, and it was a very heated conversation. And this was way back when they first started beefing. But it is so relevant today because if you hear him then, you will hear what I have to say after this video. We're gonna get into this commentary because I have to.
Send me y'all stuff. I don't watch none of y'all because I live my life. I go outside and I do stuff. I don't sit at home and sit on a computer or a phone and watch y'all. It's not my life. That's not how I get down. So I don't give a fuck. So if y'all are talking about me or anybody's talking about me on YouTube, Wiley, I don't care. So you coming to message me, or you always coming to message me about what somebody's saying about me or something else. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't watch Armand. I don't watch anybody. I don't block Armand. I block everybody I don't fucking care about seeing. I don't give a fuck because y'all talk about me and y'all talk about people. I don't give a fuck about
my understanding is, and when I go to my show and tell them the conversation that we had, they're gonna be like, "But you said you called Tasha K. It's like you in the mess. You in the mess."
How the fuck am I? First of all, I know Tasha K, and I said to her, "How you gonna do an interview and not say nothing to me?" Because the lady has called me, just like yourself, about you. Well, you can't call me. You text. This messenger. But the lady has called me about other information or asked me questions about things that were going on with her. So I felt like, how you gonna do something talking about me, put me in the title of your shit, and don't even speak to me? That ain't got what the fuck they got to do with you though. I don't give a fuck if Armand is making up a narrative that I was doing da-da-da-da. I don't give a fuck. Like, why do you need to message me about that?
Because you know why? Because I'm the same.
I don't know why.
Because I'm the same blogger that I've been day one since you know me. If I don't know the answer, I come to you and bring you information. I've been there with that.
I don't want information.
But Gio, you keep saying you don't care, but you went live and dragged TS as a dresser.
Nigga, because I was talking to her, nigga, that's my shit. I can say what the fuck I want to say about a bitch I know. You don't fucking know her. I can say what the fuck I want to say about a bitch I don't know. I wasn't talking to none of y'all. I was talking to that Bradley bitch because that bitch didn't fucking listen to me all the fucking 7 years I was working with her. Don't fucking tell me shit about what the fuck I do on my shit. I don't come messaging none of you bitches about nobody else's shit. I don't give a fuck.
But you
don't have to come tell me shit.
You went.
I didn't ask about nobody's shit.
But Gio,
man, why the fuck all that, man? Fuck that.
But Gio, I'm not even yelling at you or cussing. I'm not even yelling and cussing at you. I'm saying you went live, bro.
You clearly hear how angry he is, very hostile. And we're having a conversation. And I recorded this because I did reach out to him and say, hey, your name is being dragged out in these streets. Just like I reached out to him again, tell him, hey, you need to get on to the beef sector. And he's listening. Okay, it ain't under my page, but you listen because you want the mess. Why are you creeping up in the beef sector? It's because you want sympathy. You want people around you. And then for you to leak out information about Madison house with no receipts, you need to have several seats because you're pissed because when the WeTV, okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Let me playing this. Let me keep playing this clip. Let me play this clip. Then I get into my commentary.
I'm telling you the truth, but I don't give a fuck. I didn't ask for it. I don't give a fuck what they saying about me because that's not the truth.
But you understand why I'm coming to you as well the public is because you went live and you was addressing Madison. You want to live with that. You don't understand that? You talking to hundreds of people about an icon, a public figure, T.S. Madison, that nobody gonna talk about you? I mean, that makes sense.
No. I didn't say that don't make sense if they're not gonna talk about it. What I said to you, now you going on a whole nother. What I said was, what the fuck is you messaging me about? Somebody else talking about me. I don't give a fuck.
But you know why? It's because if I was CNN News, you wouldn't talk to me like that. You're doing it because I'm a black man and I run a blog. If it's a story, and I'm reporting on a story, and I said, can you give me a statement? That's all you have to say. If I was CNN, you would have gave me a statement. If I was Huffington Post, you would have gave me a statement. If I was any major news out magazine, you would have gave a statement. So don't act like you would have talked to them like that, sir.
You know that's me too, because you know me.
I know that to be true because you're a businessman. You wouldn't have cussed them organizations out. Now I know that.
Oh, you do?
Oh yes. You wouldn't have cussed them news organizations.
I'm glad you know me, Wiley.
You wouldn't have cussed them. I just know your spirit that you wouldn't have cussed them.
Nigga, you don't know shit about me.
I know your spirit. Your spirit is you about your businesses. I've known that about you, sir. Some of your stuff is out to the public. Whether you want to believe it or not believe it, Gio, you're not so private that we don't know nothing. We do know that you've done so much for T.S. Madison, and T.S. Madison did not give you credit. We do know that. We do know that she did not give you a birthday card. We do know that, but only one time. These are the things that you say.
One time?
That's what you said, Jordy. One time. Oh, no, that was probably on my Wiggins the one time.
What the fuck did you talk about? I ain't never got no birthday. What I said was I ain't never got shit from that lady I didn't earn. I ain't never got a motherfucking birthday. What are you talking? But y'all don't even see people as human beings because y'all see these motherfuckers like they some fucking god. What I'm saying is a human being to a human being, there's things called appreciation in normal everyday life. A bitch can't be around you every day and you don't get nothing. A bitch don't even say happy birthday, bitch, like that. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I'm hearing you what you're saying, and I get you. But Gio, you gotta understand, you started this by going public. You have to admit, you have nobody to blame but
you're not understanding. Are you not dealing with what I'm dealing with you about? What I'm dealing with you about is this. You are messaging me.
Yes, I did.
You are messaging me about what somebody is saying about me. When I said what the fuck I'm going to say for now. Unless that bitch opens her mouth and says something I don't like, and then I'll address that bitch again. But until that, I ain't got nothing else to say.
I mean, she said on the interview that as every employee, they talk about McDonald's. When they leave a job, they talk about it. So she said that on the show. That's
great that she said that. But that's not nothing to make me say nothing else to her. When she says something I don't like I just said, and when she says something that I don't like I just said, then I'll address it. I don't have nothing else to say. And I don't give a fuck about nobody else talking about it. Enjoy it.
But this is the thing, though.
But this
after that interview, Gio, to me, I can believe you about 50, 60%. But when you said, call me, oh no, Tasha K said, Gio is calling me. I know he's upset about the interview. I mean, like, she started this. Like, what would you call her about?
But again, what are you saying? But what does that have to do with me? So she's starting something. She's starting something again. I don't care what she is starting or saying about me.
Okay, so what was you talking to Tasha K about?
Well, why do I have to? I told you what I talked about. I told you already. But why do I even have to explain that to you?
I'm just saying because the word is
you're just saying because you want to be in the mix.
You called about the interview. That's what I'm saying. You called about
I called her. First of all, I didn't even watch the interview. So let's be 1,000% clear about that. I called.
And that was another lie because somebody told me he did watch the interview. Let me play a little bit more of this because I'm getting like real pissed at this man. I'm getting like real pissed at this man. Let me play a little bit more of this.
I told her because my name is in an interview and she know me. So if she knows me, she should be able to just say, hey, Joe, I'm about to do this interview with Madison. Okay, cool, got it. That's it. That's all I said to her. So I don't know. I don't give a fuck what she's saying to Armand. Armand is putting out there. If she said that to Armand, if she didn't, I don't care. That's not my business. Y'all go ahead and make up and say whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't give a fuck.
Well, again, Gio, I can't even say I apologize to come to because I'm a reporter.
I didn't ask you to apologize. I'm just saying why you always coming to me about what somebody else saying about me.
I have a show. Your name was brought up, and I said, let me reach out. My mother said, if you don't know, get it from the horse's mouth, get it from the source. And that's exactly what I did. I got cut out, though, but it's okay. But I never cut you out. Let that be known. Because
why? So what you saying? You couldn't cut me out anyway. I don't bother you.
Cut you out.
You couldn't cut me out. I don't bother you.
I don't bother you. I know that. I'm a professional person because, like I said, that was CNN or MSNBC or Out Magazine.
But that's your feelings. You don't know shit about me to know what the fuck I would say or not say. So don't fucking tell me what the fuck I said.
You in the cussed out cow from the neighborhood.
Okay, go ahead. Are you done?
No, I'm just saying, just have respect.
But there's no just saying.
Yes, sir. But just like his T.S. Madison did respond to you, because you don't see the stuff on YouTube. She responded to you. She said the reason why you in the comments because you were coming at Oliver, and then she
started coming at Oliver. There you go. Here's where y'all go. Here's where y'all start this shit. I didn't comment Oliver. So y'all this is exactly my point. I didn't come at Oliver. I don't have no problem with Oliver. I just stated exactly what transpired. I didn't come at Oliver. But y'all going to make it seem like somebody, here you go. So go ahead. So I was supposed to be out. I was coming at Oliver. Go ahead with the bullshit.
I'm just saying, Gio.
But you're not just saying. You're telling a story that's not the truth.
Well,
I didn't come at Oliver.
Well, your girl that you used to work with, that was the narrative that was off her page.
Of course, because that's what she's gonna do. She has to do what she has to do. The lady's a liar. I get it. But what y'all don't see is that lady ain't really said nothing back to me. Y'all don't really pay attention to that. Y'all are so mixed up with it. You know what you was saying? That lady has never really said anything really back.
Why would she do that? And that'll help your business grow. In my mind, that's not a problem. She don't want you to.
What's my business? What business is she gonna help me grow?
Well, you sell T-shirts. You said you have products.
I was doing that while I was working with her. That had nothing to do with her. She didn't share. You didn't see her share none of that.
Well, a lot of the 95 did not know, but if she do it now, that'll help you. You was
what are you talking about? I don't give a fuck. Wait. So you think the only way I have business is because
he's angry. What up, y'all? So y'all getting the exclusive.
the Maddie mom is supporting my business?
No, I said that'll help your business really go to another level because if she responds to you, they will rush to your business. I mean,
how would that rush to my business? What do you?
I can see that reason why T.S. Max put your name out. That's what I would say. And her mind, I can't speak for her, but I was like, oh no, that's gonna make Gio more known. Like, like that's why I see why she's not going to respond to you. But your name, I'm gonna say again, Gio, like original of this conversation, your name was mentioned because you wanted to call Tasha K after that interview, and she said it on the Wiley Show. So it's on.
I didn't say she didn't. I know she did. She told me she said it. What? Oh my God, Wiley already knew that.
Okay, so I just want to say. So that's another reason why I had to call you because my name was mentioned. So I'm like, hey, what's being talked about?
Well, because that's what they like to do. Y'all like to talk about every shit that y'all don't know, that y'all swear y'all know. Y'all like to do that, and that's great for y'all.
So when I go live, I'm gonna play us talking because I have to just to clear my name. Because I'm like, what was he talking about off the show? Because she rushed off my show, and I'm like, as soon as that happened, we getting messages. There was a conversation that you had with Tasha K, and that Tasha K called him out with it and said that you talked negatively about it. She made a tweet. She did all these other things, but you're saying you did not say anything negative about Maddie with Tasha K. Is that what you're saying?
Sir, what I said was, I called Tasha K about her just doing an interview, not about nothing else but her doing an interview. I don't know what the fuck transpired in their conversation. That is not my concern nor my business.
Y'all hear that, don't y'all?
What I don't understand is why you was messaging me about it. Why that got to do with me?
Oh, well, simple. Because I'm a reporter. Your name was mentioned.
Okay, but I didn't ask you to call me. I didn't ask you to report me. I didn't ask you to do none of that. You don't have my permission. You don't have my permission to play shit with me and you talking. I'm calling you about you messaging me. I'm calling you about you messaging me. I'm not calling you for an interview or you can put up whatever. I'm telling you right now, I do not give you permission to do none of that because that's not what I called you about. I called you about you messaging me about shit that somebody's saying to me. Shit that somebody's saying about me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Let every one of y'all that want to talk about me and say my name, say what the fuck you want to say. But what I'm telling you is you don't have no permission to play shit of me and you talking. Because that's not what I.
Well, I gave myself permission, and this is a one-party recorded state. And I had to play this because in this instance, I knew that it's going to be some more ish going on with this situation. First and foremost, it's very disrespectful. I came to him as a friend to tell him, hey, you're being dragged on the internet. Oh, I'm being dragged. I didn't know. I don't watch these people. Then let's fast forward to today. Now you going live spilling false information, false tea. Talking about how Maddie is this, how Maddie is in debt, how Maddie's house ain't even her house. Just spilling all this because you angry and mad because when the We TV deal came, girl, you're boring. The producers, well, this is what I heard. They didn't see it for you. You didn't have the talent. They didn't want to. Craig the Writer got some talent. Oliver got the talent. And even Chi Chi got some talent. Nobody was checking for you because when you start talking, you start complaining that how you have to drive from Indiana to Georgia and Georgia to Indiana, blah, 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 blah. You necessarily didn't have the talent. And Maddie felt the decision to go ahead another way with her career. And you got butthurt and you were mad about that. You were mad and angry. Then always, wait, because I could have ran with that theory. But I got another phone call that WeTV is ready to pull the plug on that TV show with T.S. Madison. They don't want to do it no more. I received the phone call because it's not enough drama, and I'm assuming that they got on the phone with Gio, and Gio now doing this for the television show. Because now it is no drama. They really want Kaya on the show because Kaya gets the drama. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to make no show with no trans woman eating protein boxes and cooking greens and shaking her titty. That's no drama. You need real drama on WeTV. But the drama pales in, the manager comes in, or former manager. They're necessarily doing this for a show. That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but hey, I'm entertained by it. Now, when he starts spilling tea about her house, starting to throw digs about her house and saying this stuff about how Maddie is just got this mental illness. No, you the one that got the mental illness because you still complain about how you had to drive from Indiana. I am so tired just listening to you. You sound manic, okay? I had a manic episode today and I had to go back to sleep because when I heard that voice, you triggered me and I had to go back to sleep because I'm like, you're pissed at Maddie. Because Maddie is explaining to what happened on her Patreon. You have dragged this woman on your Patreon. I mean, you have dragged this woman publicly. So if you think that she's not going to monetize off of this, you're crazy. You're the one that's jumping from blog to blog, trying to get your story picked up. Conscious TV, nothing against Conscious, but once he interviewed you, nobody talked about it. Now you're going to jump on somebody else's live to get your story out. But after they get their clicks and their views, Gio, after they get their clicks and their views off of you, you're going to be a has-been just like you was before. You're going to say some stuff. Maddie she going to have you looking crazy, just like right now. You're manic. You're screaming. You're yelling. You're cussing. You're putting all these people. You even put David. You put David in this mess. David is the most sweetest guys, nice, chocolate, attractive guys. What do he have to do with your drama? But you're putting his name in this mess because you want attention. You want attention. You want people to come and have sympathy for you, and I don't. You should have had a contract. You should have had things in black and white. You should have had an understanding that when that show was getting negotiated, that you get a deal. Craig the writer got his deal. Craig the writer had his lawyer on deck. Why didn't you do it? Because you thought that you're so smart, but yet you're doing stupid things. You wasn't prepared for that moment. You wasn't. You got mad when the producer did not see you as a manager. Because necessarily, what did you book for Maddie that she didn't do it on her own? You booked her a couple of shows. Maddie could have did that on herself. What did you do to make Maddie a household name? Before you even managed Maddie, she have already been a household name. She booked Oliver Twist. Everybody that's in that house is because of her. So you're trying to give yourself as a manager so much credit as though Maddie didn't have the talent. Maddie got the talent. So hearing you talk and hearing you go from platform to platform, trying to even get in the beef sector, I'm like, is this the same dude that was yelling at me, screaming at me, talking about he don't talk, he don't listen to videos, he only watch it when somebody send it to him, he don't watch none of y'all, and yet you watching people in the beef sector? You are a known liar, and Maddie said no. And you mad and upset with Craig the writer because he learning how to monetize off of working with Maddie. He didn't just sit there and say, okay, Maddie, let me drive you around and go get a protein box. He's actually selling books, selling things and monetizing off of his talent, something you should have done from the very first day, but you didn't. We didn't know that you were out here selling T-shirts and hoodies until you broke up with Maddie. Then that's when you came out and said, hey, well, I am this entrepreneur, But every time that you on your page, it's not about you being an entrepreneur. It's about you screaming and yelling and crying about Maddie. About T.S. Madison ain't a good person. If you worked her for that long, what kind of a person does that make you? Because you were working with her for 7 years. For 7 years, you was around this narcissist, as you claim. This mentally ill person, this broke person. For 7 years, you was around this person. And for 7 years, you didn't say nothing. And the day that you lose with Maddie and the show came and they didn't sift you, that's when you wanted to be negative. That's when you wanted to call her out. Why didn't we hear this stuff during the 7 years relationship that you had with Maddie? You were singing Maddie praises. In fact, when people would criticize Maddie like the Ahmad Wiggins, you would come out and defend Maddie. But yet, when that show didn't go in your favor, when that show did not go into your favor, you now want to drag T.S. Madison. Is it right for T.S. Madison to respond to you? Yes, because you had some serious allegations that you have been alleging about this woman. You've been going to these different podcasts with no views, and you go over there and you throw digs at Maddie. So Maddie have the right to defend herself with her audience. I think it's quite smart for her to monetize off of it and talk about it on Patreon. We did the same thing with you, because when I called you, I said, let me record this and give me a click and a view, because I knew that this ain't going to be the last time you hear from him. Ain't nobody checking for him. Nobody was checking for this beef with Maddie and Gio. People moved on. So what did he do? He amplified it up, spilling false information. He have no evidence about her house. He don't know anything about her financial records. No bank statements have been released. Maddie just got her a new car. Maddie is working on getting her another house. I don't agree with everything that Maddie does, but in this instance, you sound to me that you are an upset, manic, sadistic former employee, and you mad because ain't nobody kissing your butt. You the one that decided to drive to Indiana to go pick up Maddie so she can get a protein box. You decided to do that. You decided to leave Indiana, drive Maddie across country. You decided if you didn't like being her driver, driving Maddie around the country, you should have said that from day one. Why wait until after Oliver party? And I remember this. Why wait until after Oliver party? You was throwing shade at Oliver. What do Oliver got to do with it? Even though he is messy. I'm just saying he is kind of messy, allegedly. But you were mad because didn't nobody throw you out a birthday cake. Maddie always had a problem with men in her life when she don't do what they want her to do. So Maddie had this problem with Ahmad Wiggins. If you understand the history, when she didn't invite him to Thanksgiving food, she was a narcissist. She was evil. Understand the history. She didn't invite me to Thanksgiving food. Now, she's a narcissist. Then he was interviewing people. Okay, let's go to Gio. When Gio did not get a part and asked to come on the show, now Maddie is a narcissist. She's evil. She's broke. She's a scam artist. Don't trust her. She's messy, etc., etc., etc. But you only said that when you did not get what you wanted. No, they asked me a question in the chat. So somebody asked me, is my and Maddie good friend? No, they would never be good friends. Maddie stopped messing with Ahmad Wiggins the day he dragged her. They'll get on the phone with Kiki like they was previously, and Gio told me that when he was managing Maddie, because I wanted to tell him, like, is they really friends? He was like, no, they're really not friends. They just get on the phone, talk about folks. That's it. They're not really friends. Because Maddie have already said in her heart of hearts that she wished him well, but she would never trust him to the point where she tell him her business, because the day that they fell out, he went and dragged her on his page. And they talking about I'm messy. He dragged that woman verbatim from the front to the back, all through these YouTube streets, he dragged Maddie. And it's no different than what Gio is currently doing to the woman he claimed that he loved. You are not the star. You are the manager. When you get through talking, after you get through talking about spilling tea, they don't go back to your platform and click and watch it. They only there to see what else you got to say about Maddie. They're not there because you have talent. They're not there because you're talented. They're there because what drama or lies or mess that you have come up with about Maddie. That's why they're there. Period. They're only there to see what mess are you going to say about Maddie. You ain't talking about that Maddie mess, they ain't going to be there watching. I challenge you to go live and do a live right now and go live and don't talk about Maddie and watch how many people be in that chat. It will be like a ghost town. Nobody will be there. And you don't want to come on this show because I question you. And then you say, well, Wiley, I'm on Conscious TV show. This is the last time I respond about this information. The last time I got something to say about it. I ain't talking about it no more. And then I reached out to him again last week. Not last week, the day he did the video, I sent him a message because I still got his number. Like, hey, you still talking about it? Oh, yeah, because she said something about me, but you supposed to be a man. You too busy. You selling hoodies and T-shirts and coffee cups. Out of your apartment. You making it seem like you had your own boutique store. Man, you selling T-shirts and hats in your kitchen that nobody is currently buying. And I told him, I said, brother, you are making a major mistake in this business. Nobody's going to want to fool with you because the day they fool with you or fall out, they got to deal with you dragging them. You supposed to be the manager. And if y'all broke up and if y'all no longer dealing together, y'all no longer around, y'all need to move on with it. And just handle professional. Don't say nothing about it because you want to keep getting bags and managing people. But no, you didn't do it. You went on and you started dissing Maddie, and then you tried to throw digs about her and about her health with no evidence and no receipt. That's very common. Anytime where you are against somebody in the community, you always throw dig either at their health. Watch this. Finances, health will be the major two components when somebody broke up in the LGBT community. When you work with somebody, them will be the main two people. And this is the main reason why I'm required to say this to Maddie. You should have all your staff members sign NDAs. Every single one of those staff members in your house, in your kitchen, making greens, everybody should sign NDAs. Nobody should be around you without having an NDA in the mix. And she had that now. Because after this Gio situation, she had all of her staff members sign the NDA. And she got on Craig because she said, don't say nothing about this show because anybody know anything about doing television shows? They could be saying, we about to tape a show, and you could be out there, oh, I'm about to be on this show, y'all. I can't wait. I just can't wait. And they'll pull the plug. They will tape a whole season, and you own it. But I tell folks, don't you believe it until it's on that television screen because they can pull it at any time. So you would be a plump fool telling people how you about to be on WeTV on a show. Until you see it on WeTV, don't tell nobody about a WeTV deal. No NDA equals entanglements. You're exactly right about that. What I look like, I'm about to do this show. It's about to drop next week. And if it don't drop, people going to look at me crazy. So don't say anything about it. And when you do shows, they give you legal documents to tell you that you can't discuss the show. They do that for a reason because negotiation, you taping, you don't want people in the business. You don't want to mess up the formula. You don't want to mess up storylines. You don't want the business come out there. Don't say anything. Okay? So when I'm looking at this situation, I was really, really sad and in my spirit. I want to, first of all, it was Congressman John Lewis funeral today. So that kind of like drowned me. Anytime I watch people's funerals, it does something to me in my spirit. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me sleep. And I was bombarded with all these messages. I mean, folks would message me all over from Atlanta, from all over. Folks was messaging Wiley, when you going live about this? When you going live about this? When you going live about this? And so now people got something to say. So whether he said something about her health, but I heard that for about 2 other people that had texted me, see, you're going to get yourself in rumors. That's what you get. When you get involved in that, all that, you can't control the narrative. They going to have their own conclusion, and I'm glad with it. Go on with your own conclusion. What I would say, Gio, you the one that's keep getting involved. And if I was Maddie, I will sue the heck out of you. Shut you down. I will not allow you to keep talking. Because you, man, press Craig doing good. Chi doing good. Everybody, Oliver doing good. They all got good deals. You the only one selling stuff in your kitchen struggling. Struggling. Period. You don't see me formally working for somebody. I'm getting checks and we everybody that they never gave me no check. You were getting paid by Maddie. And she paid you good money. And then when people go on your chat, they say, do you need to sue? I don't need to sue. Well, what are you doing this for? Oh, because she said she can say what she want to say because you started it. You the one that came out. When nobody be checking for you and this Maddie B if you did not open up your mouth. You open up your mouth, sir. She didn't go on her page, open her mouth first. You started it. But you don't like it when she respond on her Patreon. Make it make sense. You can drag me all day, but as soon as I go on my Patreon to say what I want to say about you, it's a problem. It's a problem because Maddie now, she got to be silent. Maddie had to be silent now. But yet you can say what you want to say about Maddie all day long. It's crazy. Life don't work like that. And maybe you want her to say your name, all of her. She not gonna do it. That ain't gonna happen. Ask me, I know she ain't gonna get on that page dragging you to her followers because she ain't about to give you no free publicity. She'll go on her Patreon and have her paid subscribers say what you want to say. But after this, ain't nobody gonna be checking for this until give it about another week. They're gonna move on. They're gonna talk about something else because you don't have the talent. Mally still have the talent. Craig the Rider still got the talent. Oliver still got the talent. That's why instead got back to me that they're not allowed to even do interviews. They said, don't do no interviews. Let this girl talk. I said what I said. They ain't doing no interview. You ain't gonna see Oliver come out dragging her. That because he got NDA signed, can't say nothing. You ain't gonna see Craig the Rider say anything because they making deals. They doing something. They eating off the Maddie. But they're not about to do any of that. And then you jump into people's chats, then you're gonna get dragged. You want the mess. You want people to talk about you. But they ain't talking about a new t-shirt line you got out, a new hoodie line, a new coffee cup line. They're talking about the mess that you are been involved with, dragging Maddie finances and her livelihood in your mess. And you haven't had a shred of evidence to back up your claims of what you have said about Maddie. Because if you was really real, produce a receipt. Produce an email, produce some financial records, and baby better have her full government name, and the account number better be on there. If you about that life and you got all this and you want to put it out there, let the world see it. Let the world see it. But I'm here for it that she dragged. I'm actually here for it to be perfectly here for it. I'm here for it because they were talking about in the basement. I mean, she talked about on Patreon. So I'm here for it. I am here for this. And I'm gonna be perfectly clear. WeTV, if you're listening, I'll send this to WeTV or I'll send it to y'all. This is what that show needed. It needs drama because without drama, that show won't make it on WeTV. I said it. Without any drama, that show won't even continue with no 6 episode. It needs drama. Don't nobody want to see no trans and no parking lot getting a protein box. How many episodes can you do for that? It got to be real drama and mess. It got to be real drama and mess. So in reality, this is really good. This could be really good for the show. And let Maddie and Gio link up and let them have a conversation. Let Craig the writer and all of them link up and have a conversation. I'd be down with that. But ain't nobody sitting there want to see her with celebrities on the Queen Supreme Court. That's boring. They gonna want some drama and some mess. I said it. You know how they do in the beef sector. I said it. Those people want mess and drama. I said it. Like why this is damn. I'm just saying. This is the mess and drama that they want. The show is on the continue how much drama and mess the production company can put together. You're going to need some mess and drama for this show to survive because already it's going to be resistance. Already it's going to be resistance. It's going to be some drama. He said her match is dusty, dirty with cobwebs. Did he show a picture? Okay. Give me a second. Okay, I'm up now. I'm fully awake. Now somebody said he said that her mansion is dusty with cobwebs. Okay, where's the picture of the cobwebs? Where's the picture? And send the receipts. Nobody watch Remy and Pepper Show because they are not messy. Period. Papoose and Remy, did nobody watch that show? They gonna want some drama and mess. I said it. We see Maddie bed. You know he messy. So I'm glad that you're doing that, Maddie. You should be around. That's a creep. He not doing this for money. He answering questions for us. And listen, he is doing this for money and fame. Y'all can believe the mess if y'all want to, because if you ain't doing it for money and fame, why you out there doing it? You're trying to embarrass her in return for she to stop missing our money. But guess what, boo-boo? It ain't gonna work because T.S. Madison fan base is solidified. They ain't leaving her. Because they've been there when she was slinging that peen in the basement, and they're going to be there now to see her jump around with celebrities. They're not going to leave her. She is too solidified. When you get on Alexa, her name, she breaks down who is T.S. Madison. So please, that ain't going to happen. You should have tried that 7+ years ago, baby. It's too late. Sister is on her way. Sister is on her way. He doing that because he want a platform, which in turn is money. He doing that for a platform. He want a platform. He want people to go in and super chat him and cash at him and doing all that. They want people. He doing this for a platform. Don't you get see? If you ain't no consecrated, you ain't gonna know. I smell it. I smell it. He doing this for a platform. He ain't about to leave her, man. The people that she still get residuals from slinging her pain and all that type of stuff. She still get residuals off of that. Woman is far from broke. Oh, she's broke. She ain't got nothing. Oh, this, sir. Every time she go live, this woman get cash apps. She gets super chats. She get all this type of stuff. Every time she go live. Every time where her videos go live on that website that she have, she get residuals off that because she owns that content. Because T.S. Madison is a boss. Now, what T.S. Madison currently going through, that is certain people that are not going to go with her to her next journey, to her next level. Because in this instance, Look at what he's doing. So he can't go with her to her new elevation. Because now you want to throw digs, you want to roast her, you want to gag her, you want to say this. So he ain't going with her to her next elevation. Because now he want to say all of these hurtful, nasty things because he want mama attention because his real mama don't fool with him. So now he want T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison is like a motherly figure. And mama gave Craig all the attention. I said it. Mama gave Craig all the attention. Mama giving Oliver all the attention. Mama bought Oliver a cake. And Pola Geo didn't get no cake. So anytime mama up there embracing new people in the house, he can't handle sharing that attention. Because back in the day, it was Geo, it was Maddie. Oh, he ain't going to drop down off the shack because I'm going back 7 years. I'm not just going to be talking about today. I said it. When she brought Craig the right in, he changed. Oh, she got Craig up in here. He started comparing how much Craig does to what he does. And then he started, I drag you to go get a protein box from Indiana. I drag you to state. You know, he started comparing himself to that because that's what happened when you increases your team. People get a little jealous. It's business. Get over it. You a man. I don't necessarily it will hurt the show because this is what they feed off of. This is WeTV. They feed off negative energy. I don't necessarily it will hurt the show. But what he want her to do is to say stuff about the show, and she ain't crazy. She ain't about to say nothing about no show. But when she brought Craig the Right, Oliver Twist, the attention started to get on them because they had real talent. Oliver know how to edit. And if you want to give credit to her brand of making her brand better, it would be Oliver Twist because he make the visuals. I said it. Craig the writer know how to be the showrunner, and he know how to write. He's a book writer and he write poems and stuff. He got talent. Only thing that Gio was good for, he book a show and they will call him. He make the booking. But anybody else he's easily to be replaced. He's easily to be replaced. And somebody said, he said she lost her book rights. He tried to do everything to get out of her skin. We understand that she moved on. And counting cupcakes, excuse me, I'm looking at it right here. So give me a second. He was the reception. That's all he was. We said, hello, welcome to Maddie. When you want Maddie to come to, that's all he was. Overpriced receptionist. Only reason why I'm blaming Maddie in this, ladies and gentlemen, because I know Maddie is watching. Because anytime Wiley go live, they watch. And I go way back with the Maddie people. Only reason why he's dissing her now is because she chose Craig and Oliver Twist over him. That hurt him. He's a broken vessel. He want Maddie to call him and beg him to come on home, and he will cease from his verbal attacks, and that ain't gonna happen because Maddie ain't like that. That is what he wants. He want Maddie to call him. The same call that Ahmad Wiggins wanted. Because when she don't call him or show him attention, they drag this woman all through the streets. And where all the people at that was dragging her? One reading cards, selling crystals and dirt. Another one trying to get some residual off his t-shirts in his bathroom and selling some coffee cups. What are they doing today? All the men that tried to destroy T.S. Madison brand, one selling crystals and dirt, nobody over there watching. Other person, he crying and weeping on everybody's platform he can find. You can't trust nobody in this business. Only reason why I'm bringing him up because his name was mentioned, and this the Wiley Show. I'm gonna bring him up. I said that. I'm gonna bring him up now. I'll allow y'all to come on. You know what? Better yet, let me get the call in because one thing about this StreamYard, if I allow people on StreamYard, it messes the sound up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the phone lines and allow y'all to call in on the phones. So give me a second. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If anybody want to call in, because we've been talking for a whole hour. We ain't even get into the Nicki Minaj piece and her hairstylist. Man, what was that? Tay didn't want to do Nicki Minaj hair, want to counsel on her, and she went on and got somebody else. She got Jonathan to make her hair, do her hair. See, you easily to be replaced. What you quit on Nicki Minaj? They take your kindness for weakness. You can be replaced. And Jonathan gonna make that money. That man gonna make that money, and I don't blame him. And Nicki Minaj went live. She said she tired of people counseling on her. Yes. Counsel on Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj, they took your kindness for weakness. You want to be faithful to your team. But when she called Jonathan, he put the monkeys down. He went on. He did that here. You're going to easily be replaced. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Take like for us look and take whatever it is, whether it look better or not. If you ain't there, if Nicki Minaj if Nicki called me and say, "Hey Wiley, I want you to come on my show, the Queen. I want you to come on Queen Radio." I can't come right now. I'm getting my wisdom tooth pulled. Come up with excuses. Oh, I can't come right now.
Start your show now. Press 1.
My leg.
Your show is scheduled to start in 24 seconds.
Oh, I like going late like this. So anybody want to call in, definitely be doing that. Yeah, you'll be canceled. And somebody else will be
Your
there.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2,
a flat. Oh,
1.
absolutely. Now, let's be perfectly clear with the whole Kaya and T.S. Madison situation. When Kaya left, a big piece of that show left. Because Kaya offered what that show lacks, which is entertainment dragging. They missed that. They're not there for commentary. I would have ran that day, and I'd be okay. Let Nicki would have called me, baby. The teeth would have been. I've been there in LA because I'm about that life. Just like today, I had to get up. I was feeling mighty low today, but I was getting texts and emails from all over, and I was feeling so low today that I needed a phone call. Somebody called and said, "Why you got to get up? You can't get deep because I know you're depressed right now. You can't." I was in deep depression. It was on me hard. Because it creeps, depression just creeps on me it just creeps up on me. And it happened just like, and it was in me. It was on me hard. It was on me yesterday, and it spilled into today. So I need to get that phone call today to encourage me. You a black man. You beautiful. Oh, black. Oh, beautiful. Man, I was in this bed. I was depressed today. I was real depressed, but I got up and now I can drag. Yeah, so I had got up and I was like depressed, and I said, let me go ahead up and get up and talk about this show. But let me see, do I have that Nicki Minaj video? Because people was like sending me that Nicki Minaj video. Yes, I was. I really was. A couple people sent me that Nicki Minaj video. I cannot find it. But I wanted to play it. So give me a second. Wow, everybody's sending me requests to come on their shows. Child, I'm trying to do my show. I really was. I was depressed yesterday. I'm gonna be 100% in today. I was. Yes, I was. I really was. I really was. Shout out to Tamar. So Tamar's out of the hospital. Shout out to her. And this is something else I want to say, and I'm in my close. We got it. Okay, we don't have no phone calls, so I'm gonna get ready and close this video out. Tasha K said that I'm apologize to Tamar Braxton because I see that Tamar Braxton is you know, that she's serious, that she did try to take her life and all that. So I'm a lady. You knew that from day one. You put that out there because you were struggling for that content day, and you went on. You have to correct it because when Maddie got and called you, what I heard, and say, hey, you don't need to say this about Tamar, you recanted because Maddie's attached to Tamar. And Tamar is attached to ReTV, and Tamar could just call him and get that show snatched just like that. So once you got that phone call that what you said about Tamar is wrong, then you got up on your platform, you apologize. But you had no business saying that. Oh, she did this for clicks and views. She did this for this show. No, you tried to guess because of what her boyfriend said. And yeah, you have to apologize public. So I hear what you have to say. Hey, Wiley, you did all that talking. No one wants to talk to you. Period. So give me a second. Now let me play this thing of Nicki Minaj. No, the difference is I offer the entertainment. People don't have to call it. It's like it's 12:17 at night. We have entertained over 400 plus people today. We thank y'all so very much for coming on the show. For coming through today. Okay. So no, thank you so very much because we did a late show today. Because I was up and about today. But I wanted to play that Nicki Minaj video, so give me a second while I play it. I gotta find it first.
That's not what I talked to you about.
Okay, I got that. Let me find that video real first. Let me find that. Because I definitely want to put it on there, but they said the Neighborhood Talk had it. So let me see if I can find it on the Neighborhood Talk. And that's it. We're done. I don't want to be on here all day. Child, I did my commentary, and the people are here for it. And I got to get listen to Brandy album. So Brandy album come out today. So excuse me. So make sure y'all go stream her album. Brandy album comes out today. Is this it right here?
So you guys,
give me a second.
So you guys, for the last few months, I told my hairstylist that when the song comes out, I want to redo the look that I'm saying in the song. And he said, okay, many, many times. And I've always been reminding him when we thought the song was going to come out and stuff like that. And then he canceled on me 48 hours before the shoot. So then I said, well, I had my people, his people, and I said, well, can you overnight the wig then? And, we could have someone just apply it and, keep it smooth like that. And he said no. So you guys,
and I'm telling you, I don't understand like these people and women. Like Nicki seems to be a nice woman and that she give you chance after chance. But sometimes when you a superstar like that, hey, you can't bring my wig, you fired. I'm gonna tell you what type of boss I'm gonna be. If I call you to bring my wig and you can't bring it, you fired that day. I'm getting somebody else. No excuses. If you can't bring it, you are fired. That I'm gonna be that type of boss. Ain't gonna be no. If I got a show to do or shoot to do, and I'm calling you, you can't FedEx it to me, you fired. Get out of my face. That's exactly what we gonna be. It's gonna be just exactly like that. Hold on. Is they calling me on this number? I gave that 646 number. Hold on. You can't call me on the 646 number? Yeah. Call me on the 646 number. That I had that number. So somebody called me on the other number. Let's go to this other clip. Like, that's crazy. Nicki, come on now. A multi-millionaire?
And so with 24 hours left, because today the song came out, and I was always gonna put the video out the same day the song came out. With 24 hours left, child, we had to I had to call somebody, and thank God someone came to do it, because it was really important for me, because we don't have a video with the song, and this little Instagram video is promotional for the song. So I think that, you know, what's been happening, and this is why you got to be so careful. Like, sometimes you spoil people when you cancel on someone all the time and they always just not do what they're supposed to do because of it. You start thinking that that's how things are supposed to go. But no, you know, I have to work. So with 24 hours left, because today the song came out, and I was always going to put the video out the same day. I have 24 hours left to get my hair done. Should I have not been able to post a promotional video for my song coming out? Like, what? You guys, please have a blessed and happy day. I have 24 hours left to get my hair done. Should I have not been able to post a promotional I can't stop the shoots anymore, because I've been doing that for such a long time. I'm always getting canceled on, always. So I don't want to have to pull up my text messages, because it's so tacky and childish. But I never ever speak up about anything. And you know, sometimes you just gotta.
That's a bag he done lost. Let's go to the phone line. These people are crazy. Woo. 9095, call you on the air.
Hello, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey. I believe that Nicki Minaj, she was just being messy, and she was letting Tay know that his job is not like solid and premise. I believe she knew what she was doing. Tay's lace front, his edges look better than Jonathan. Jonathan looks like he just slapped the lace fronts on. And on top of that, the bang wasn't done correctly. If you look at the bang was shaped like a pyramid. It wasn't like a nice bump bang if you look at the bang that Nicki Minaj had. So yeah, Tay's winning over Nicki Minaj. Thanks for letting me call in.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, my God. Well, to me, I'm going to go and look at it. It looked okay for me, but I'm not a woman. So it looked decent to me when I looked at it. It looked real decent to me. This was similar to the birthday color state of the color. Nicki looks amazing. So this is what Jonathan wrote. So let me show y'all what Jonathan had on here. He's gonna make his money. There you go, right there. It looks nice to me. Somebody said it didn't look good. So y'all didn't like it? You didn't like it? It look. They said a pyramid. Let me zoom in on here. So it didn't look good. It looked decent to me. Let me go to her page. Give me a second. Let me go to Nicki Minaj page. It look decent to me. Let me go to Nicki Minaj page. Because it definitely looked decent to me. Where is her page at? Okay, here we go. Let me go to it and see. Okay, that's a promotion for her song. I want to play that because child. All right, but here we go, right here. It look all right to me. Let me let y'all see it on this piece. It looked decent. I love it. It's a topic Nicki Minaj, lace fronts, boom, bye. I think it's great. It's the bag for me. Okay, I guess so. But it was rushed because I think the guy only had a certain amount of hours to get it together because Tay didn't want to do it. So 8636 calling you on there. 8636. You live on the air. Hello.
What's up? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy B Rose.
Go ahead.
What's up? What is it? It's your boy Rose.
Tell us what you got to say about the subject. Okay. And you got something to say?
Oh, it's a lag. My bad.
No. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Honey, the bang was horrible. The pictures were beautiful, but the bang was just tired, honey. She need to I think she was being very messy. This situation, she knew exactly what she was doing. She is not going to move forward and use Jonathan again ever. She knew that she wasn't going to use him. She used both Jonathan and Tay as a pawn. They were used as a pawn for her to promote a song.
Yeah, that too, because it is a record that's coming out. So
yeah, it was all for fun. All for fun, and unfortunately, they got caught up in it.
And they good, and they two men that deal with men, so it's easy for them to get caught up in the cattiness. So that's easy. But in reality, I really don't care because that's not her real hair. That's like a wig. So you know. That's not her real hair. Just
she could have came better than that.
Yeah, I mean, she could have came way. Somebody could. LaQuanda from 63rd Street could have did way better than that. And I don't know how much money did she pay him. There's some people that really got some real talent out here that could do a way better job.
He probably did it for free.
Probably did just for promotion.
He probably did it for free. Of
just,
course.
Yeah. Because but he did good on. But don't get me wrong, he do good with the other guy. That white guy off of YouTube. He did good on her thing. So
I didn't see it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is he does do good work because I've seen Jonathan's work. I just think a lot of people probably are so critical they love Tay work. Is that what it is that you so in love with Tay work versus Jonathan work?
No, not at all. I was just making it a point that Nicki Minaj used both of them for a pawn, and that was really it. And then, you know, like I said, she has that bang, and it's just not popping. she wanted to snap, and she had to come better. She got to come better than that.
And my thing is this: I really don't get it. Like how these celebrities have all the money and they still their hair don't necessarily looks good. I mean, I don't know. Somebody else probably. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But she probably. Like
it was a rush job.
It was a very rush job. Because I think the guy probably canceled, and she had to get who she had to get. So I mean, if you don't give time at least a amount of hours to get it right, then you get what you get. You get a rush job, or you get a job and you can put time in it. So that's what I have to say about that. Yeah. So thank you.
And I respect work, and you got to give somebody time too. So
absolutely, you just can't come and just call me and say, "Hey, put this together." I mean, it definitely does. It takes time.
Don't work like that.
In my humble opinion.
Like but thank you.
No, thank you. All right, so y'all had called in about that. So that's what's popping out here in the streets. If Tay had a real beef with Jonathan, I would understand, but he's mad at him for working with Jeffree Star. That's it. You saw them use them. She addressed Tay after he tried to drag her publicly. She made things clear. And she made it clear that she had to cancel a lot of times. So I'm looking right here. But don't get me wrong. If I had to look at Jeffree Star and Nicki, Jeffree Star win all day. He did a beautiful job with Jeffree, but Jeffree Star gave him 20 racks. Nicki probably just gave him that for free. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Okay, I want to talk about the Arrogant Tay and the Nicki Minaj situation.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I want to say is I think Arrogant Tay went overboard with his whole antics in regards to Nicki Minaj choosing to go to Jonathan. Whether or not it was shade, yeah, it could have been a little bit shady, being that they did have a little tiff, even though Tay stated that there was no beef. So he probably felt a little slighted, you know what I'm saying, being that you know, I guess he felt like he was obligated to Nicki Minaj because he says that he has turned down other businesses, you know, to show loyalty to her. For whatever reason, maybe it's people that, you know, Nicki probably had issues with in the past that probably wanted him to do, you know, their hair, but he opted not to do their hair. So maybe he felt like she should have shown the same loyalty back to him in return. But here's the issue that I have with that, is that you're a hairstylist, so you get paid to do a business. And so if there has been a line of communication where she's giving you the heads up that, hey, look, this is going to be coming down the pipeline, make sure you're ready. And then you have something else that you have to take care of in the midst of that, you can't expect for her to not do what she needs to do, because at the end of the day, that's still her business. And so it was her business to promote her song, and, you know, her song that just dropped, and she already had this concept that this was a way that she was going to do to promote it. She wanted her hair to be a specific way to emulate the song. So just as a stylist, I think that he should have just respected it, even though he may have issues with Jonathan. I just feel like he should have handled that situation a little bit better, or a little bit more with care, opposed to getting on the internet and then pretty much turning it into this whole battle. And now you got people looking at you sideways, because then that's how you end up losing business, and that's how you end up losing clientele, because those people that probably would have went to you probably won't go to you, or you may not get that same clientele that you used to get, just because of how you operate and how you handle business. And then for you to get on the internet and make it so public, you know what I'm saying, it's going to make people kind of, you know, look at you a little bit differently when they decide to do business with you. So for that, you know, he really needs to grow up. In retrospect to that, yeah, Nicki Minaj is a huge client, but then, you know, there's other opportunities that you could be possibly messing up because of what you display publicly on social media, opposed to taking it like a G, hitting her up on the back end and having a conversation about it or whatever. But you choose to get on a public platform and make this whole, you know, thing that forced her to go on live, and then you still was with the antics, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think he handled that properly.
No, he handled
like,
it. And I want to say this. See, this is what you get. Okay, I can't say that way because it will come out wrong. I don't understand these people that they be hiring. They don't understand professionalism. If you got to think long term, you can't be emotional. If I have a client with Nicki and she picks somebody else, I got to take that L. Because I don't want to potentially mess up a bag with her or mess up any other bags with the power that she have. So I'm going to just keep quiet and just hush. Because all he could have just shut up, didn't have to say anything about it, because she can make a phone call and pretty much blackball him in the industry. So you got to be careful when you going out. I know it hurt probably. It may get in your fifis, but you still want to just be quiet and say, you know what Beyonce would do. She'd just keep quiet, you know, annoy, count this L, just move on. But don't get involved with a public war with this artist with all this power, because she can easily tell them, oh, he can't be trusted. Look how he's doing Nicki. And everybody don't want that type of drama and mess. You know, everybody don't want that type of mess in their camp.
I think that, okay, here's what I think, right? Had he been available, then it would be different. But because he was unavailable,
right,
and Jonathan was available, is what makes him look crazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you doing all of this, but you wasn't available. So how can you talk about loyalty and all this and all that, but you wasn't available when she needed you? So of course she needs to go to the next stylist, regardless of who that stylist may be. And just you, if you feel like she was a friend, as a friend, you should be able to respect that, because you was not able to cater to your friend needs at that moment or at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to stop her bag or stop her from promoting her song to get more streams and more plays or whatever the case may be? Because it wasn't something that was previously communicated. Now, had he been available, then maybe I could kind of understand him getting up, acting crazy and going on social media or whatever, but you wasn't available. You had a dentist appointment. You get what I'm saying? So that's what kind of make it look stupid, immature, and very childish, because you wasn't available. So it's like, what, you didn't want her to get her hair done? So she's not supposed to promote her song? That's the thing that looks stupid about it.
Facts, and that's where he wasn't available. But
and then you
go ahead,
unfollow her for what?
And
then they create this whole thing about, okay, he unfollowed Nicki, now he's following Cardi, which he was already following Cardi, or and then it just turns into this whole Nicki and Cardi stuff, which just needs to stop. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, these are hairstylists. They're supposed to be free to work with whoever they choose to work with. You get what I'm saying? Just as well as these are artists, and these artists should be able to go to whoever they choose to go to get their hair done, to get their makeup, to get their clothes, to whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't have to be stuck with a specific individual, because just because you know how to do hair, you may not know how to do hair a specific way or specific style, because everybody specializes in certain things, and you may not be able to get it the exact way I want it, but this stylist may be able to do that. So it just seems kind of crazy, especially on Tay end, because he is so talented. And
Tay just gotta understand. Tay, I remember what Aretha Franklin said to Fantasia. Everybody not gonna book you for everything. So you can't not get like that. Okay, she's an artist. She have deadlines, and also she's pregnant, so she's on a time clock. So she got to get as much music out before she take her her leave from raising her child. Mm-hmm. So she only got a certain amount of time, so she can't go around talking about Tay. If you at the dentist, it's a whole lot of more stylists out here that I gotta go. It's her fans want new music, and she can say, well, I can't put it out because Tay had to get his wisdom too. They ain't there for that. They are there to get consumed with music. Right. So if Tay couldn't do it, somebody else would do it. You are always replaceable. Never get in this business and think that you're not replaceable. If like a YouTuber, if you can't provide those subscribers with content, they will go somewhere else and they will go and watch somebody else. That's the
I know, Wiley, because I've been looking for you. You ain't been online. What's going on? You ain't come online with the Drea T, and it's been a lot of stuff going on, Wiley.
I take a day. But okay, man.
I say, well, dang, where's Wiley?
Come on.
So I just let me just get in and get on this call, because it's so much going on. You ain't come on about Tahiri. It's a lot going on, Wiley. I missed you.
I miss you too. All right. Thanks for calling in.
All right, Wiley.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Anonymous, you live on the air. Hello.
Hey, all right, so I'm calling about the Nicki situation.
Yes.
I feel bad for her, and the reason being is because she's been in the game for so long, and it's like she know that the people are fake, but I think that it hurts her when they prove to her that they actually fake, because of course, the situation happened and he couldn't do it. She got somebody else. He showed his hand. And I think that he's stupid for doing that, behind one little funky little gig. He literally fumbled his bag. Literally. And then now the other superstars are looking at him like, okay, do I really want to deal with him after this? So basically he's fumbling plenty of bags right now that he could have. But him doing this to Nicki, it's really making people look at him sideways, and I think that he really hurt himself with this, and his brand.
I think so too. I mean, if she didn't pick you, it's about your deal. See, just the thing. If you're in the business and you don't get booked, it's about your response. Don't go out there being negative, because you may have to work with Nicki again. That's a good check. A good, reliable check. But if you couldn't do that gig, she just booked Jonathan for that day. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that if you ain't booked, just know it's another stylist right there. Now you have to listen to what Nicki said. She said, "Can you send me the wig, the piece?" And he said no. So obviously he knew that she was going to get somebody else, and he did not want to cooperate. And I think that kind of good, because you got to understand, you can be replaced in this business. I don't understand why people, just even with the Geo piece, if you're not doing right, you can be replaced, because as long as the talent is there, the talent is there. But anybody else there that's working, you could be replaced.
Right. See, I didn't know that she asked him to send the wig and he didn't want to do that. So why get mad when she used somebody else.
I don't understand that. That comes from yourself. That comes from that he can. Again, you allowing social media to dictate your emotions instead of the other way around. There's a lot of people when he got on social media saying that, he went off. He was hurt. He was jealous. He was mad. He didn't like it.
See, I haven't seen his video. I haven't seen the video. But I mean, okay, so I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's
you know,
crazy.
because I have people that do style here that follows me, and you got to understand it's about your clientele and the relationship. And if you see the person that's doing your hair trying to quote unquote drag you or unfollow you, trying to be messy, why would you think if she will continue to work with you? And you don't want to lose that Nicki Minaj bag because who want to work with you after that? You know what I'm saying? So you got to work very hard because she can make some phone calls. And like I said, try to stop your bag or whatever the case may be. And you just weren't available and she went with somebody else. It's get over it.
Right. I don't know why he don't take a page out of Tokyo Styles book because, you know, he is Cardi's main stylist, but she, you know, whatever might happen and each other can't do it or whatever, you know, he cool with that. And then she'll come right back to him. So I'm not understanding why drop your bag? And definitely if he was her main stylist, because these people, I could have sworn, didn't the Barbs recommend him?
If I'm not mistaken, I've heard that because I was on the different groups and they were talking about it. But my thing is this: I won't be shocked if she fire him and just move with somebody else completely, or move with Jonathan full time, or move with somebody else full time that won't be in a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear Beyonce stylists arguing with, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, I don't understand that. Like these people. They don't understand their business.
Let me tell you something, Wiley. If that boy don't think that stylists are in her inbox right now with pictures that they have been doing,
come on,
to replace him, he crazy. I know there's stylists up in her DM. Hey, I can be there for you, and I know that she got the Barbs already ready to recommend somebody else.
They hungry. You always,
and she's going to listen to her fans.
Absolutely,
she's going to listen to them.
Absolutely, and you're going to listen to whatever who's there, and that's going to do a good job, and that's easy to work because you got to understand, know your role. You are the employee. She's the employer. So you don't want to mess up that. But even my grandma used to tell me, be careful leaving a job. Leave right because you might have to go back. Because even the job that I left, I left right. So they'll call me, hey, can you come back? Are you available? Because you never know which job that you will have to go back to. Like if you leave a job and don't put your 2-week notice in and you just up and leave, when you probably want to have to go back to that job, they're going to remember when you just flaked on them like that and you might not get that job back. So you got to understand business. And that's something where I think Tay, he have to understand, like that's a good lesson, and I hope and pray that he have people in his circle that he listens to. Like, hey, bro, you should have just kept that to yourself. Just take that L, move on with it, because you don't want to mess up no potential bags. Because you got to think about potential clients as well.
And so on Twitter, I seen that they said that he, after that whole situation happened, he gonna end up following Cardi. Don't put Cardi up in this.
Okay, Cardi ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying.
Right, and why would she go to him? Why would she allow him to touch her head? And she got somebody that's loyal to her. Like, absolutely. Really?
Like, that's that mess. But you got to understand the people that she got around her. Just like that Richard guy, that makeup artist, anytime he broke up with Ra Ali or Remy Ma, he was real messy. It's going to be hard for you to survive in that business when you always in drama and mess. And not a man not doing no makeup. He doing a station head show. So, I mean, like, come on, like, you got to understand business. People don't want to work around you and you messy. Like, people in my circle, if I know that you messy, I'm going to cut you off because I don't have time to deal with unnecessary drama.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. But, I mean, that's all I want to say. Like, he really fumbled his bag. He showed his hand. He showed that he's not loyal.
Thank you.
And, you know, he's going to pay for it in the end. All right. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so very much. I'm sure reading the chat, and y'all forgive me because today was a bad day. You know, because when you when you've been diagnosed with bipolar, I do have my good days, I do have my bad days. it was a lot. So I do have those days, and it creeped up on you. Like yesterday and today was like literally a bad day. But I was so glad I got up. I want to thank people that's in my circle that called me. Thank you to people that reached out. I went to the P.O. box yesterday. Somebody bought me some Pringles. They brought me a Pringles, a shirt, a wig. So shout out to that. So people brought me that. So thank y'all to the producers that did that. I can't wait to rock that. Maybe tomorrow I'll rock it. So I just had to just take a break, but it was a lot of stuff going on out here in social media. Then I got some other videos coming that I got to get into and talk about. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow as well. So I was like, let me see if we got any other callers. So I want to thank y'all so much for calling in. But I want to say this about Tasha K. She got a Young Buck video that's about to drop. And I reached out to Young Buck, and Young Buck was like, he's not doing no comments, no statements, no interviews, right? He declined to come on the Wiley Show. But Young Buck sent Tasha K a cease and desist letter because she got some tea with him and this white woman and whatever. I hope it is a biological woman, because we cool with it if it's just a real woman. But if it comes out that she ain't a biological woman, that she's then he gonna be in a mess. So only thing I just say, I hope it's just with a real woman, a biological woman or cisgender woman, because he been in a whole mess. If it's with another, how you doing? Okay, because if he's with one of them other type of women, he gonna get himself back in a whole nother predicament. So they did, but her lawyer, what was I was talking about? Tasha K did get a cease and desist letter from Young Buck attorney. So obviously, see, this is why I don't like when people be sending them cease and desist so early on. That'll let it be known. Whoever sent Tasha that information, it must got some tea up in there. And she called Young Buck, and Young Buck and them talked. And I guess Young Buck just talked with Tasha just to get the information to his lawyer, and sent to the cease and desist, everything. They emailed it to. So you already know he must got a good lawyer to send like an email and try to do it. But that's not going to stop Tasha K from doing it. Tasha K get plenty cease and desist letters. You have to take her to court, and she understands it's a very lengthy process. Ain't none of the rules on YouTube has been broken. You can play a recording. You can tell a story. It's nothing that you can do. So only thing that you can do is just continue to only thing that you can do is just don't respond to the mess. Either don't respond to it, just let it go. Because whatever it is, Tasha K gonna juice it up. But all of my thing is, I'm gonna say this, that I hope that white woman is a woman. Okay, a biological woman. Because if she a woman and she pee, I'm standing up and all that stuff, it's a problem. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say right then and there. Okay, so I cannot wait. Give me a second. B7, she also released her first single from it. Individuals dealing with bipolar disorder. So yes, okay. And Brandy got a new song out, Bipolar, Borderline, and a new B7. So I can't wait to get into it. I cannot wait. Hello, somebody just sent me that. Well, thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna listen to it after I get off this show. I'm gonna listen to the album. We're gonna break that down too. So y'all bear with me. I ain't gonna even get up on here and tell you that I ain't gonna have another day. And also too, I did hear that Herman Cain, he passed. I'm definitely praying for the Cain family. I didn't like what Angela Stanton or whatever she was talking about on her page, Miss Angela, when she was the one that's running for in the same congressional district as John Lewis. She's running in his district to be the next Congresswoman. And she was like, whoa, this going to give Democrats something to talk about. Like, no, you people got to take care of themselves. You can't be around people without no mask. And if you know what I'm saying, you can't be going to all these stores and you up in age, because that Rona is still out there. And I can't say this enough. I've been saying this forever. Like, more and more you say this, more and more people don't listen. So you get what you get, and you can't even feel sorry for people that don't want to listen and comply. Now they trying to build it that he was at a rally. I'm not going to say he got it from the rally. We don't know unless you trace it. He could have had it. already before he got to that rally. Who knows? But one thing I do know, when he was at the rally, he did not have on his mask. So I'm definitely like telling y'all, man, if y'all going out there, put on your mask and everything like that, and take care of yourself. Young Buck is a rapper. Y'all don't know who Young Buck? He's a rapper. Let me see, read y'all comments. Let me see. I'm gonna open it up and see what y'all say. He's already been exposed by Story Report, so this ain't new. They said Tay is not winning, so it shows it. Angela will have drama with Tommy. So she do have drama. I heard that Tommy wanted to smash her or her sister or something like that. I mean, hey. So it is what it is. I did hear that. I did see the drama. Baby, they sent me the text messages with Tommy and with Angela. Baby, they sent me all the stuff about how she wanted him to smash the sister and her. Like, I can imagine. And I've been trying to tell people that that she ain't gay, because a lot of people kept saying that Tommy ain't into women. No, Tommy's into women. He got kids and everything. So I saw all of that when I was on social media. So but she got Roland Martin pretty much. Hold on, let me see what Roland Martin had to, because I follow Roland Martin. What did he have to say today? Let me go to his Twitter account. And thank you again for everybody that tuned into my Erica Kane interview. Thank y'all for that. Y'all, that was really nice of y'all to do that. Let me see. Where is that at? Because he tweeted her earlier today. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Earlier today, he had said, if you want people to take you serious, you got to stop with these lies. And he really let her have it. And she needed it. And she needed that. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, dang. Okay, I don't know where it's at. I think she probably deleted the tweet. But whatever it is, oh, here you go right here. She said, yet y'all let Donald Trump play y'all all day. This man is lying about mail-in voting, and you're quiet, Angela. Trump has failed massively with Corona, and you say nothing. Herman Cain is dead after attending the rally where they removed stickers. Answer that. And so they was going back at it. They said, then she responded to Roland Martin. Angela responded to Roland, and she said, he loves praising old Democrat white men. And Roland said this, saying someone who stands with a racist and real Donald Trump, you haven't said a damn word about Trump BS housing decision. Angela wants to represent the folks in Atlanta, and Trump stands in the way of progress. So they was going back and forth all on there on social media. So I'm seeing that right then and there. Somebody said cisgender women is a term that they are now using to describe real women or biological women just to make transgender women feel comfortable, which is bull, point blank. Well, the scientists came up with that term, y'all. That's a scientific term, cisgender, okay? Okay, you have to take that to the science community. Okay, they came up with that term. Because I already know y'all about to say something about that. The scientific community came up with that term. Okay, some people use that term, and when you're in different spaces, some people over here, y'all don't like me using that term. I don't know why, but y'all say y'all a woman, and that's what y'all, you know, they got to go what they go by. Well, don't call me that. They said don't call, you know, a lot of women don't like to be called that, but I have a show to do, so I got to be said, well, real women, you got to say cisgender. It's the politically correct term. Because you can't get up on there and say, what you mean, real women, you know, because, you know, it's a lot. Some people like it, some people don't. I would just say this, what y'all like, just do what y'all have to say, because I'll have to go down that rabbit hole about cis and real violence. Listen, I am a woman, okay? So people have to say what they want to say. So the scientists came out with that term. But you just say women like you have been saying last 29 years. You just like that word. women. Oh Lord, let me hush. Oh gosh. Okay, but a scientist came out with that. Oh, natural born one ain't no sense. A woman is trying to change the narrative that a woman is the same as a trans woman. So that is what they using cisgender women instead of a real woman. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me not. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm a mind my business. But y'all are something else with that. Y'all is something else about that. But I remember we brought that term up, and a lot of people can't handle that I use that term, or other black women have used that term. They can't take it. Other black women has used that term as well. So yeah, we definitely had to say that. But I will say this in my close though. Regardless of what people call you, it's about what your response is. And I just looked at the records, and I was looking at people when they were talking. I say you have to make a clear understanding that women want to be respected, right? But still to this day, women need to have a conversation with trans women, and y'all need to sit at a table and have that conversation, and y'all explain why y'all don't like the cisgender term. But a lot of women don't like the cisgender term. My own mother doesn't like the term. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe. I gotta go listen to Brandon single. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I want to thank y'all for y'all keeping me in my your prayers and stuff. I've been going through it, y'all. But I'm doing much better now. But I will be back tomorrow with another video. I cannot wait until Tasha K go live with the Young Buck T. We're gonna be doing more and more videos and stuff like that. I cannot get this close. I think we got another goal to, hold on, how many subscribers we got? I think we 100 subscribers away from 11,000. I think we almost at 11K. So I'm excited for that. And I can't wait. And excuse me. All that water was going there. Woo! I was just drinking that water. My diet is doing good. Today I had, yesterday, because I didn't eat too much or none today. I ate some boiled eggs, and I baked me some tilapia. And I've been drinking plenty water. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get a lot of vegetables, because I want to get back into eating my vegetables and stuff, and get to eat my fruits and stuff, and like berries and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get back into doing that. But I had a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say about these topics, and so thank y'all so much for tuning in, for watching. I'm gonna give a special shout out for all the mods that have been here today. Also, I will be going live. I owe y'all a Patreon live, so I'm gonna see if I can do it tomorrow, because I do want to do a story time. So I gotta see if I'm feeling up to it for tomorrow. But I cannot wait to listen to Brandy album, because her album is out right now. So make sure y'all go get Brandy album, stream it. Let me know how it is. It is all out there now. So definitely is gonna be great. Shout out to y'all. Thank you to for the PO box for y'all sending me stuff in there. That was a wonderful thing. Thank y'all for blessing me for that. And I will see y'all soon. Peace. Let me go ahead and close this live out, because I've been on here almost 2 hours.